name's Alejandro Contreras. I teach history here at the Crossroads Center. I've been in education for 3 years, and I've been at Southwest for all 3 of those years.
Hi, I'm Danielle Waldy. I'm at Meadow Creek Elementary. I teach first grade. This is my 9th year at Southwest ISD, but also at Meadow Creek.
Hi, my name's Amber Aguayo Boggs, and I teach 4th grade here at Spicewood Park Elementary. I've been here at Spicewood since 2017.
Hi, I am Veronica Maldonado, and I teach 8th grade science at McCullough Middle School. I have been here for 4 years, and I am also a product of Southwest.
How I want the students to feel when they leave my class is a better appreciation of their value. I want them to know that their value is worth more than what they actually are. The key to be a successful teacher in today's classroom is to not only remember what it's like to be their age, but what it's like to be their age in this time, because things have vastly changed within the past decade with social media and online presence. So it helps me to understand what they're going through with all these societal pressures around. One piece of wisdom I want to share with my students is you are worth more than you think you are, and you have a bigger part to play in this world. Your value in this world is much greater than what society perceives you to be. Looks kind of fishy.
There's 3 things that are super important to me. The differentiation is big, right? I can't treat everyone as the same. They all come at their different levels. So differentiating is huge. Building relationships is huge for me. And just love, pouring out that love. And so I want every single one of my students to feel loved when they leave. The most important thing for me is always just to make my students feel confident in themselves regarding math, reading, writing. Like I said, I get these little kindergarten babies who come to me, kind of knowing their sounds, barely reading, and by the end of the year, they're, able to read passages to me. They're able to write stories. Even their drawings, they go from stick figures to, full-on people with, all the details. And it's tough work to get them there, but their maturity grows throughout the year, and being a part of that is so cool to see. I think to get through to them is to know them, and to know them is to love them and accept them for who they are, where they come from. You have to, feed into their lives.
The biggest thing for them now, because they're so little, they're so young, is that they're always wanting to obviously do the best that they can, but they have to find it within themselves. If they don't find it within themselves, they're not going to, I just want to beat this person. But you have to do it within, you know what I mean? Like, it's self-awareness, it's self-motivation, and that's what I really want them to understand. So we've been more focused on like self-awareness, self-motivation, instead of worrying about everybody around us. Let's worry about ourselves. So I think that's what we've been working on mainly, but I'm really excited to see their scores on MAP. I have always said that your biggest thing as a teacher should be building relationships with the students. If you build those relationships with them, everything else will follow. They don't want to learn from somebody who doesn't love them, who doesn't like them. They're not going to. So every time they come in, even if they're having a bad day, like I tell them I love you. Even if because sometimes they'll tell me like we don't even hear that at home. So then they can see that at least they're coming into a space that makes them feel appreciated, loved, motivated, because that's what I want. That's why I decorate my room the way I do, because I want them to come into a space where they feel comfortable.
My goals as a teacher this year is to grow every student. I want to make sure that all my students know that they can learn. I want them to also leave knowing that they can learn in a safe and fun environment. I want all of my students to know that they all have the ability to learn, so they're all going to grow. We have something here at McCullough called the Rocket Way, and it's pretty simple. It's just being respectful and kind, and everything that encompasses having a safe and great learning environment. In my opinion, the key to being a successful teacher in today's classroom is being able to connect with the students, also understanding that they all come from different backgrounds and they all have their own challenges, and just be relatable to them. Be available to hear them out and see them for who they are.
I am Alejandro Contreras, and we are Southwest.
I am Danielle Waldy, and we are Southwest.
Hi, I'm Amber Aguayo Boggs, and we are Southwest.
I am Veronica Maldonado, and we are Southwest.